What's up, YouTube? This is Ruben Bettis. This is my THP strength journey. Week 16, we're entering a power cycle. This is coming off of a max strength cycle where I set 2 PRs in the front squat and in the back squat. And I was actually able to mostly match my vertical as well, getting the bottom of the 10.6.5, which would put me at 37.5 inches. Right now I'm working on barbell jumps, and the point of this exercise in particular is to come down on the eccentric phase, to load it up, and then to turn around and just jump as high as I can. And I see the bar lifting off of my shoulders as I jump, and I think that's just a byproduct of the intent that I put in on the jumping aspect and jumping for height. Another important thing to note is that when I'm doing these, I'm trying to push my hips through and kind of my feet or my legs back a little bit. I don't know if that's like to get more from the glutes and if that like correlates to jumping higher, but that's definitely a focus as well. The next exercise after this is the the hard way squat. So basically you have you start from the squat from a pin position, and then you rack it, and ideally you have a partner. I don't have a partner to work with. I always do my workouts alone. And you get them to throw extra weight on the sides. And then what I'm doing is I'm going into 4 quarter squats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when I get up, I come back down and I try to control the descent as much as I can, really loading that eccentric. And so the last time I was on a power cycle, it was the same thing where like we had a big focus on eccentric load, really trying to overload it actually. So I'm doing my 1 rep max of the front squat. That's the weight I'm using right here. And I'm hoping that next week I could try to go like 105% or something of my 1 rep max, and use like a similar progression that I use for my what I think they're called clean pulls, the clean pull. So this is just like more accessory work right here. These are just barbell hip thrusts. This is not a lift I've really done for weight in the past, so I'm just kind of figuring out where I'm at right now. As you see, I'm at 365, and like that moves relatively easy. I'm just not used to the weight sitting on my hips like that, so it kind of hurts, but I'd like to get better at it. And then right here we got band walks. This was 2 sets. I only have 1 posted, but 10 each direction. So you'll go step to the right 10 times and then step to the left 10 times. It's really important. What I'm focusing on is trying not to turn my feet out, to keep them pointed forward while I'm stepping to the side. And another thing I try to focus on too is like not swaying too much in my shoulders and keeping them pretty square. I noticed while I was doing these, I got a really strong like pump, I guess, in my glutes, which I always love when I get a pump in the glutes while I'm training like this, because I feel like glutes correlates with jumping so much. Like the more you could use it, it's a bigger muscle in the posterior chain. So at least that's what my understanding is. And then right here, again, we're loading up that eccentric seated calf raise. And I think we really want to do the seated calf raise because it targets more of the soleus in the calf muscle. Because John was very specific, like we're going to do seated. So I suffered a lot in this workout, especially with this exercise in particular, and those hard way squats actually really sucked. I wish I got kind of more depth, because I felt like when I was going down for those quarter squats, I was using a lot of knee flexion, which I think will translate to my jump without a problem. But I'm curious to know what John Evans thinks and feels about that. But I really appreciate everyone watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Uh, Ideally, I would like to get to like 3 to 5,000 subscribers, and I got something special in store if that happens, right? So that's kind of another goal, is to keep producing content about my journey and get a subscriber count 3 to 5,000 and reveal the secret later. Thank you for watching.